Hey, thanks for clicking on another Mr. Maple Show video. Today we're going to be talking about Acer palmatum Hoshi Kuzu.
Hi, I'm Tim Nichols at MrMaple.com. We greatly appreciate you watching this video. Please take a minute and like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any comments, post those in the comment section. We definitely check those out. And as always, sign up for our weekly emails on MrMaple.com. We add 10 new fun, exciting trees every single Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Acer palmatum Hoshi Kuzu is a really fun plant. From a distance, this tree is going to look like a light creamy green. As you get up close, you're going to see those margins of variegation. This tree actually leaves out more green, and then as it goes into the summer, you're going to see bright definitions of dark to light green to almost a lime green border to it. So it gets this really cool contrast even within itself. It's a very subtle variegation, but a very strong one that's very consistently strong, and it's one that's very stable as well. So you're going to like this one in the garden. It actually has a great fall color, more reds to oranges in the fall, and just a beautiful overall leaf shape.
Acer palmatum Hoshi Kuzu is a nice mid-sized upright. It'll reach about 8 to 10 feet in 10 years with a nice upright form, very dense and really small foliage. This adds a really nice texture in the landscape and contrasts well with other varieties like Emperor One or Bloodgood, which are ones I like to pair this one with. Hoshi Kuzu is a fantastic tree. It's a Kamagata seedling. Its small foliage really stands out in the landscape, and that subtle variegation that Matt talked about is something you're really going to enjoy.
So because of that nice compact shape, and because it's a Kamagata seedling, I think this would be a really cool tree for bonsai. Now you see we have some larger ones here in our 3-gallon sizes, but it's a fun plant that's going to go out and look amazing in the landscape. I recommend planting it where you're going to be up close and interacting with this plant. The variegation is going to be very subtle from a distance, so you're going to want to have this in the landscape where you can get up close, see those foliage, take pictures of them, and kind of interact with this one. I mean, it's going to look more lime green from a distance, so make sure in the garden you can capitalize on what makes this one so interesting, those midsummer swirls. So I use it as a focal point planting. Anywhere where you want some bright colors that are going to lighten up the garden, that light green is going to come in, it's going to contrast with the natural landscape a lot, and it's really going to make a showpiece in the garden.
Acer palmatum Hoshi Kuzu was a selection and introduction by JD Vertrees, who wrote the book on Japanese maples. This is a really awesome plant. The name actually translates as stardust, and that's because of that very subtle variegation that becomes more prominent during the summer. We had the privilege of going and visiting JD Vertrees' home a few years ago, and it was such an exciting time to go and see all of these plants that were around that JD Vertrees actually planted, and some of the original plants that he introduced.
So here we have an up-close look at Acer palmatum Hoshi Kuzu. We're actually here in early July here in western North Carolina. Our nursery is in East Flat Rock next to Hendersonville. And you can kind of see that variegation is really getting more prominent right now. That's something you don't see in the far away look, but you definitely see in an up-close look. It has a very subtle variegation, but I think it makes it a really unique tree as well.
Yeah, I love this plant just because the foliage is so tiny. It really gives such a stark contrast to a lot of other varieties that have that larger foliage.
Yeah, each leaf has its own unique shape. Just really gives it a great contrast even within itself, as each leaf kind of hits that variegation just a little bit differently and has more of a swirl to it. Really unique. I think this would be a really cool one to do a bonsai of, just because of that small foliage and relation to Kamagata. I think it'd be a really interesting plant for that. But it's a great one in the landscape. I mean, put this out and enjoy it anywhere you want some pizzazz. It's really going to add a lot of show to the garden, and it's going to contrast so well with other Japanese maples that have more of a red color. This would look really cool next to a geisha gone wild. You know, anything with a lot of color is really going to stand out next to this. Hey, thanks for watching our quick video on Acer palmatum Hoshi Kuzu. Take a second, go around the Mr. Maple show. We've got a lot of videos on Japanese maples. We've started adding a lot of other interesting content here as well. Some how-to videos, some best ways to do things videos, but also some outside the box videos on hydrangeas and other plants. So definitely check out our full collection here on the Mr. Maple Show YouTube page. We greatly appreciate you liking, subscribing, and sharing. That helps us out so much as a small family nursery. We love doing these videos for you, and when we see them going up in views, and especially shares, that's great encouragement for us to make more videos. So we greatly appreciate that. If you haven't already, go sign up for our weekly emails on MrMaple.com too. We had 10 new exciting trees every single Tuesday at 10. We actually cheat on that a little bit. A lot of times it's more than 10 plants. So definitely be something to be checking out because it's always new and exciting. Thank you so much for watching. God bless and have a great day.
If you're still watching at this point, in the comment section below, comment your favorite variegated Japanese maple.